Giveaway. This is 1265, the 2021 Chronicles Draft Picks 1-box Pick Your Team auction. Right? Yeah, some of our giveaways are going to be great football cards, and other ones are going to be fun. I've got some Space Jam coming, but that just keeps getting pushed back. We have a Najee Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers headed to Dan, followed by a Trevor Lawrence right off the bat. The Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars headed to Edward. Then we have a Jamie Newman of the Philadelphia Eagles. Jamie Newman of the Philadelphia Eagles right there, followed by a Spectra Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars going to Edward. And then we have a Kyle Trask of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Nick. Following that up with a Kyle Pitts of the Atlanta Falcons headed to Jordan. And then a Tylan Wallace of the Baltimore Ravens, and that is going to be heading to Tyler. For this Panini Chronicles 1265, we have it as Daniel with the Steelers. And then here we go. We have a Whop Filer auto. Whop Filer of the Minnesota Vikings. And that is going to Nick. Yep, that break will be later tonight. That is our BreakTraders late night ones. Another Najee Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers right off the bat right there. And that is headed to Daniel, followed by Patrick Surtain II of the Denver Broncos going to Jesse. Then we have a Najee Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers headed to Daniel. We will fill it. We will break it if it fills, Nicholas. Najee Harris of the Pittsburgh Steelers going to Daniel, and another Najee Harris. Just a hot box of Najee. And those are all going to Daniel, followed by a Trevor Lawrence recon of the Jacksonville Jaguars to Edward. Amon-Ra St. Brown of the Detroit Lions. Going to Steven. And then we have another Najee Harris right there. Wow, there had to be like 5 Najee Harrises in that pack. And we're going to have a redemption, and it is going to be a Rashad Bateman Origins rookie autographs. Rashad Bateman Origin rookie autograph of the Baltimore Ravens headed to Tyler. No worries. We have Carlos Boogie Basham of the Buffalo Bills. Yes, we did. You can scroll back and find that. Right. Kyle Pitts of the Atlanta Falcons headed to Jordan. Amon-Ra St. Brown of the Detroit Lions going to Steven. Following that up, we have an Elijah Moore of the New York Jets, and that is going to Matthew. Yep, yeah, looks like you do have the Broncos, Jay. And Michael Carter of the New York Jets going to Matthew right there, followed by a Trey Lance XR edition of the 49ers going to Daniel. Then we have Terrace Marshall Jr. of the Carolina Panthers. And that is going to Dusty, followed by Rondale Moore of the Arizona Cardinals going to Phil. No code on that Prism basketball. We did have a nice code on Wednesday, but we're not going to be coding that up tonight. That you can, though, you could grab 3 teams out of that, or grab 1 team from that and 2 teams from a cheaper break and use our 10% off 3. That automatically gets applied in the checkout. Then we have another Najee Harris of the Steelers, followed by Justin Fields. Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears going to Stacy. A Kellen Mond of the Minnesota Vikings headed to Nick. Then we have Kyle Trask of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kyle Trask of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to Nick. Followed by Kwity Paye of the Indianapolis Colts headed to Jordan. And then we have a Kyle Trask of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers headed to Nick, and a Travis Etienne of the Jacksonville Jaguars going to Edward. And here we go. Our next memorabilia going to be a full coverage Jalen Waddle. Full coverage Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins headed to Josh. What rookie wide receiver is going to have the best rookie year? Last year, Justin Jefferson by a long shot, but that was, compared to most years, that was really an outlier. Typically, those rookie wide receivers don't get going in year one. We may have some later, but as of right now, we are cruising through without any teams to auction. Travis Etienne of the Jacksonville Jaguars, followed by Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars, and another Travis Etienne of the Jags, all heading to Edward. Following that up with a Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens going to Tyler, and Javonte Williams of the Denver Broncos headed to Jesse. Javonte Williams could have a very strong year as well. And then we're going to have an Origins auto out of 149. That is Mr. Dylan Moses. Dylan Moses of the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that is headed to Edward. Trevor Lawrence of the Jacksonville Jaguars, that a little right there, a little Chronicles base, followed by Jamie Newman of the Philadelphia Eagles. And then we got Mac Diddley Jones of the New England Patriots headed to Brian, followed up by another Trevor Lawrence of the Jags headed to Edward, and then a Chubba Hubbard of the Carolina Panthers going to Dusty. Followed by, speak of the devil, Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles going to Larry. A Trey Lance Flux edition headed to Daniel. And Rashad Bateman of the Ravens going to Tyler. Devonta Smith is getting a lot of love in the chat of the best rookie receiver this year. I think it's going to be Jalen Waddle, but that is just me. All right, let's run these top rooks down. Trey Lance of the 49ers, Devonta Smith of the Philadelphia Eagles, Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguars, Mac Jones of the Patriots, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne of the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, Kyle Trask of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Kwity Paye of the Indianapolis Colts, Kyle Trask again, Kellen Mond of the Minnesota Vikings, Justin Fields of the Chicago Bears, Najee Harris of the Steelers, Trey Lance of the 49ers, Kyle Pitts of the Atlanta Falcons, Najee Harris, Trevor Lawrence, Najee Harris, Patrick Surtain II of the Broncos, Najee Harris, Kyle Pitts, Kyle Trask, Trevor Lawrence, and Najee Harris. I would say Jalen Hurts more up in the air than Tua up in the air, but that's just... I feel like they brought in what's his name to compete with Jalen Hurts. The mustache man himself. All right, our first two hits, we have the Whop Filer of the Minnesota Vikings headed to Nick, and Jalen Waddle of the Miami Dolphins headed to Josh. I don't think there's a great rookie wide receiver and a great quarterback situation right now. And then here we go. We have two Origins autos. We have the Dylan Moses out of 149 of the Jaguars headed to Edward, and the Rashad Bateman of the Baltimore Ravens headed to Tyler. My brother's a huge Dolphins fan, so we argue about this all the time. Alrighty, folks. we are going to take a quick break here with Revolution basketball scheduled for 8:40. We will be right back from the hardwood. No break, actually, just right back from the hardwood.